Hello, you're welcome to Joel Political Blog. It's assumed, or rather that's what it is, that the protest against ending of bad governance has finally ended. The protest is now ended. But one question we should ask ourselves is, was it successful? Yes, the people may have instilled some form of fear in the political class and the ruling class, but was the protest successful in all ramifications, considering the demands that the organizers of the protest, even though they are faceless, were demanding? The protest, in my opinion, was not successful. The economy is still in shambles. The main demands were not even addressed by the president in his speech. The main demands have not been met. There's still insecurity. There's nothing in place to suggest that things will get better. Insecurity is still there. Inflation is still there. Food inflation is still there. Kidnapping is still going on. The roads are still bad. Things are now back to normal. The Senate president didn't even apologize for the obnoxious statement he made about the protest. Everything is back to normal. So was the protest successful? Absolutely not. What did the protest achieve? Destruction and looting of public and private properties. We saw in some states how government facilities were destroyed, things were carted away, lots of destructions took place, cars were burned, lives were lost, people lost their businesses because of looting. These were some of the achievements of the protest. Another achievement, the protest, exposed and the deepened polarity, the division, the ethnic and religious division that exists in Nigeria, where for everything that happens in Nigeria, religion and ethnicity, is used to explain or to analyze the issues. We saw how this really exposed. We've seen it happen during the elections, but we've seen how polarized, how divided Nigerians are along ethnic and religious lines. Because some people refuse to take part in the protest because citing ethnic and religious reasons. This is one of the achievements of the protest. Now, this protest also showed, that every issue in Nigeria is politicized. Everything, there's political dimension to everything that happens in Nigeria, including the protest. People refuse to take part. People refuse to motivate others to protest for better society, ending bad governance, citing for just the whole thing was politicized. We seen different group, Arewa youth group, Northeast youth group, Southeast youth group, all saying we will take part, we will not take part in the protest. Everything was politicized. The protest helps us to understand that. Another thing is the protest helps us. The protest showed the deep-rooted sycophancy among the political class. We saw on national televisions, radio, newspapers how the political class, tried to say the president is doing well. We saw different narrative. Give the president more years. The president is just there 1 year. The policies will mature. Everything deep-rooted sycophancy. The protest helps us expose all of that. Now, and we also saw the protest also helps us to see, the bias and incompetence of security forces. While in some part the security forces use maximum force, in some other part, it was just normal. People were shot, people were killed. Now, in the final take of all of this, like I said in my previous video, successful protests are not organized. They are not planned like what we saw, giving the government long time, to put themselves in place. No, successful protests are spontaneous. While the protest was going on in Nigeria, we saw similar protests going on in Bangladesh, sponsored by student union, and they achieved their aim. The government left office. Now we have an interim government in place that will conduct elections. That is what we call protests for the people. In student union in Nigeria, all they're after is following politicians here and there. The National Association of Nigerian Students following politicians. Zero functions. Just politicizing National Student Union. it's appalling. Now, though the 2027 election is still a few years from now, but one thing I want to say is that this protest will really have a great impact in who becomes the next president in 2027. It might just be the incumbent returning, or we might just have someone about that. All I know is this protest will have significant impact in the 2027 presidential elections. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can just like and share this video, let everybody see. And please, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as my WhatsApp channel. Until I come your way again, I remain Joel.